Hi everyone, and thank you very much for joining me in this tutorial. So in this one, I'm going to talk about this amazing React Native based news application, right? And how we are able to pull these news and what with this application. That is what we will be covering in this video. Besides that, I will also tell you about the various things we have used for creating this beautiful mobile application. Right, so stay tuned and stay connected. And if you want this code from me, you can contact me on the number which is getting reflected on your screen. Right, so coming back to the tutorial, there are three different files as you can see. Right, so we'll talk about these files later on, but let me first show you the functionality of this mobile application. So this is what the user will get to see when he will first open the application. Okay, so there are different types of news he'll get to see. Right, now if he clicks on any of the news, what happens, he gets redirected to a page where he can see the complete news related to the article he has clicked on. Right, then if he wants to go back on and see the other news, he can do it like this by clicking the back button. He will come back on this page, and here he can again view the news by clicking the article he wants to get more information about. Right, now let me go back and use this link. So I'm going to just put it over here. So basically, the application is connected with an API to this particular site, right, from where we are getting all the information. And now you will see within no time, the news will change. Now, what are we seeing right now? Let me show that to you first. So everything related to Apple from 2024 419 to 2024 419 sort by popularity, and this is the API key that we are using. You can generate your own API key also on this platform called News API, which is freely accessible. Right, now coming back to the application, let's check out the news which we are getting through this API. So these are all the news. So if you see, the headlines have completely changed. The articles have completely changed. On the top, we can see there is a header part, then there is an image, right? We have a description over here, and then we have this published date also, right? So these are some of the things which we are doing through this code over here. Basically, we are pulling the information of this description, the title, the published date and all for each of these articles from the API and showing it to the user over here. Now when we click on any of the item, what happens, we get redirected to a page where we get to see the entire information. Now why this is happening and how this is happening, so we have linked this image, this article with the URL, and which is relevant to the article. So if I click on this WhatsApp article, let's see what's going to happen. So it has redirected me to this page where I get to see the same image and all the relevant information. Right, so this is how it is. Now let's talk about the coding section. So here we have created a file called, there is a default file called app.js where we have called this home screen inside safe area provider. If we'll not use this provider, this application won't work. Okay, so please make a note of that. Then coming back to this header thing which you're seeing on the top, in which you see this React Native News app written, where it is coming from. So it is coming from this file called app.bar.js, which we have kept inside this components named folder. Right, so this is the whole code of this. Then we have another folder called screens, in which we have created a folder called home screen, where we have created a file called index.js, in which we are using all the APIs and everything. So there are four different things that we have kept over here for each of the article. The first one is the publish date. We have the title. URL to that page, which will show to the user the entire information related to the article he has clicked on, then the description, which is this, right? And then we have this URL to image, which is helping us in getting the image on this application from the source. Okay, and then we have some animations and stuff like that coded over here inside style sheet. So this is how we have developed this application. Now let me come back on this website and use the second API which we have over here. So they are free of cost. Once you're done with developing the application, the way I'm replacing these APIs, you can also do it. You can also create another file to make this happen dynamically. So if you want to pass this URL from the front end, that too is possible. You can keep an input box on the top, then you can trigger, you can put the API from there, and then you can keep a button over here, or you can make this as a button, make this act as a button, so that if you click here, automatically the API in the back end changes, and different news comes on the front end for the user. So now the news headlines and articles have completely changed, as you can see, and this application is looking really awesome, right? This is one of the most basic and awesomely looking application which you can develop for learning the basics of React Native. And if you want to really get into React Native, you can take my coding classes. I will be there to help you guys out. And also, if you are someone into the business line and you want me to develop an application, a mobile application for you, you can contact me on the number which is getting reflected on your screen. I hope you guys like this lecture. This is it from my side in this one. Bye bye, take care, and have a great day ahead, guys.